White smoke billowed from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, signaling to the world that a new pope had been chosen. This ancient tradition, steeped in history and reverence, marked the end of days of deliberation and prayer by the College of Cardinals. A hush fell over the throngs gathered in St. Peter's Square. Thousands had come from all corners of the globe, waiting with bated breath for the historic announcement. Anticipation hung heavy in the air. Faces in the crowd reflected a mix of hope, curiosity, and excitement. The world was about to witness a moment that would be etched in history. The wait was finally over. A new pope had been chosen. The atmosphere shifted from tense anticipation to jubilant celebration. From the balcony above, the announcement rang out. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of Manila was now Pope Louis I. His name echoed through the square, met with cheers and applause. The crowd erupted. History had been made. For the first time, an Asian pope would lead the Catholic Church, a monumental shift in the Church's long history. For the first time, an Asian pope would lead the Catholic Church. Pope Louis I, with his warm smile and humble demeanor, greeted the faithful, symbolizing a new era of inclusivity and global unity. This was a momentous occasion. The Catholic Church, for centuries anchored in Europe, had embraced its global identity. The diverse crowd in St. Peter's Square was a testament to the Church's universal reach. The election of Pope Louis I signaled a new era. It was a beacon of hope for the world's 1.3 billion Catholics. His papacy promised to bridge cultural divides and bring the Church closer to its followers worldwide. The selection of a Filipino cardinal resonated deeply in Asia. In Manila, streets were filled with joyous celebrations as people felt a profound connection to the new pope. The continent, home to a growing Catholic population, felt seen and heard. This was not just a victory for the Philippines, but for all of Asia. This was a testament to the universality of the Church. The election of Pope Louis I highlighted the Church's commitment to embracing diversity and fostering unity among its followers. It was a celebration of diversity. Pope Louis I, often referred to as the Asian Francis, had ushered in a new dawn. His leadership was a beacon of hope, symbolizing a future where the Church truly reflected its global congregation. Luis Antonio Tagle's journey to the papacy was one of humility and dedication, marked by a deep sense of service and an unwavering commitment to his faith. Born in Manila, Philippines, he grew up in a devout Catholic family. His early years were spent in a vibrant community where faith was not just a part of life, but the very essence of it. His faith blossomed from a young age, nurtured by the prayers and traditions of his family. The seeds of his future vocation were planted early as he found solace and inspiration in the rituals of the Church. He felt drawn to the priesthood, a calling that became clearer as he grew older. The Church was not just a place of worship for him, but a beacon of hope and a source of profound spiritual guidance. His intellect and compassion were evident early on. He was a diligent student, always eager to learn and to understand the deeper meanings of his faith. His empathy and kindness made him a beloved figure in his community. After completing his studies in philosophy and theology, Father Tagle was ordained in 1982. His ordination was a moment of great joy and fulfillment, marking the beginning of a life dedicated to serving God and his people. He quickly gained recognition for his sharp mind and pastoral heart. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life made him an effective and beloved leader. He served as a parish priest, a seminary rector, and a bishop. In each role, he demonstrated a profound commitment to education, spiritual growth, and community service. In each role, he emphasized service to the poor and marginalized. His work was a testament to his belief that the Church must be a voice for the voiceless and a source of hope for the downtrodden. In 2011, Pope Benedict XVI appointed him Archbishop of Manila. This appointment was a recognition of his leadership and his unwavering dedication to the Church. 2 years later, Pope Francis elevated him to cardinal. This elevation was not just a personal honor, but a testament to his contributions to the global Church. Cardinal Tagle's work with Caritas Internationalis, a global confederation of Catholic relief organizations, brought him international acclaim. His efforts in humanitarian aid and disaster relief showcased his deep compassion and commitment to social justice. He became known for his commitment to social justice, interfaith dialogue, and environmental protection. His voice was a powerful advocate for the marginalized and the environment, resonating with people around the world. His election as Pope was a testament to his character and his unwavering faith. It was a moment of great joy and hope for the global church, as he brought with him a vision of inclusivity and compassion. He was a man of the people, a shepherd who understood the challenges and aspirations of the faithful. His humility and approachability endeared him to millions. He carried the hopes of a global church on his shoulders, striving to bring unity, peace, and justice to a world in need. His legacy is one of love, service, and unwavering faith. Pope Louis I was a man of deep faith and profound intellect. His journey from a humble beginning to becoming a revered spiritual leader is nothing short of inspiring. He was fluent in several languages, including English, Italian, and many more, Spanish and his native Tagalog. This linguistic ability allowed him to connect with diverse communities around the world. His homilies were renowned for their eloquence, clarity, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. He had a unique way of making everyone feel heard and understood. He possessed a rare gift for explaining complex theological concepts in simple, accessible language. His teachings were not just sermons, but conversations that invited reflection and dialogue. Despite his intellectual prowess, Pope Louis I remained deeply humble. He often said that true wisdom comes from recognizing one's own limitations and learning from others. He eschewed the trappings of high office and preferred to walk among the people. His presence was a reminder that leadership is about service, not power. He was known for his warm smile, his infectious laugh, and his genuine concern for others. His joy was contagious, and his compassion was boundless. He had a special place in his heart for the poor, the sick, and the outcast. He believed that the true measure of a society is how it treats its most vulnerable members. He often said the church should be a field hospital after battle, tending to the wounds of the world. His vision was of a church that heals and unites. His words resonated with millions. People from all corners of the globe found solace and inspiration in his messages. He embodied the spirit of compassion and mercy that lay at the heart of the gospel message. His life was a testament to the power of love and humility. The election of Pope Louis I was a watershed moment for the Catholic Church. It marked a decisive shift away from the Eurocentrism that had characterized the papacy for centuries. It was a powerful affirmation of the Church's universality. It was a recognition that the future of Catholicism lay in the global South. Asia, with its rich tapestry of cultures and traditions, was now at the helm of the Catholic Church. This was a source of immense pride and joy for the continent's 360 million Catholics. They saw in Pope Louis I a reflection of themselves, a leader who understood their hopes and dreams. This historic moment also presented the Church with an unprecedented opportunity. It was a chance to bridge the cultural divide between East and West. It was a chance to build a more inclusive and welcoming church for all. Pope Louis I assumed the papacy with a clear vision for the Church. He believed in a church that was outward-looking, engaged with the world. He envisioned a church that was a force for good, a champion of the poor and marginalized. He outlined his priorities: reform, youth engagement, interfaith dialogue, and social justice. He called for a renewed focus on evangelization, on sharing the gospel message with joy and compassion. He urged the Church to be more welcoming to those who had felt excluded or marginalized. He stressed the importance of environmental stewardship. He challenged the world to confront climate change, reminding people that care for creation was a moral imperative. His papacy promised to be one of action, of reaching out. It was a beacon of hope for a world in need of healing and reconciliation. Unity and diversity, bridging cultures and faiths. Pope Louis I understood the importance of unity in a world increasingly fractured by division. He was a passionate advocate for interfaith dialogue. He believed that people of different faiths could learn from each other and work together for the common good. He reached out to other Christian denominations, seeking to heal the wounds of division. He engaged in dialogue with leaders from other world religions, emphasizing the shared values of compassion, justice, and peace. He believed that building bridges of understanding was essential in a world threatened by extremism and intolerance. His message resonated far beyond the walls of the church. He became a global advocate for peace, urging nations to resolve their differences through dialogue and diplomacy. A church of the people, embracing the marginalized. Pope Louis I was a tireless advocate for the poor, the sick, and the marginalized. He believed that the church had a moral obligation to stand up for the voiceless and to work for a more just and equitable world. He challenged the church to be a church of the poor, a church that prioritized the needs of the most vulnerable. He spoke out against economic inequality, calling for a more just distribution of wealth. He condemned the exploitation of workers and the destruction of the environment. He urged governments to do more to protect the rights of migrants and refugees. He challenged the culture of indifference, reminding people that every human life was sacred and deserving of dignity and respect. Spiritual renewal, a call to love and service. At the heart of Pope Louis I's message was a call to spiritual renewal. He reminded people that true happiness was not found in material possessions or worldly success, but in a life lived in service to others. He invited people to rediscover the transformative power of love, forgiveness, and compassion. He urged Catholics to deepen their faith through prayer, scripture, and the sacraments. He emphasized the importance of personal conversion, of turning away from sin, and embracing a life of holiness. He reminded people that the Christian faith was not a set of rules to be followed, but a relationship with God to be nurtured and cherished. A legacy of hope. Pope Louis I's enduring impact. The election of Pope Louis I marked a new chapter in the history of the Catholic Church. His papacy was a time of great hope and promise. He challenged the Church to embrace its global identity, to be a church of and for the poor, and to be a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. His legacy will be defined by his humility, his compassion, and his unwavering commitment to justice and peace. He will be remembered as the Asian Francis, the Pope who helped the Church to rediscover its heart for the poor and its voice for the voiceless. He will be remembered as the Pope who dared to believe that a more just and peaceful world was possible. Please subscribe to our channel History Voyage for more insightful videos and intriguing content.